Welcome back. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of creatures with extraordinary abilities. From the depths of the ocean to the vastness of the sky. The first animal is the Bloodhound. The Bloodhound is one of the scent hounds that people use when hunting. This dog is particularly good at tracking objects over large distances. For their olfactory abilities, it ranks at the top among all the other breeds. Bloodhounds are very skilled in tracking and can pick up a scent trail that has been laid down by another animal even after several days and can cover long distances on a trail. This makes them particularly appropriate for search and rescue missions since they can easily maneuver through the region. Bloodhounds also have the ability for targeting one particular smell in a pile of others and can do this in a crowded place. Bloodhounds are used in such things as narcotics detection, emergency search and rescue, or even to capture someone who has escaped or follow the scent of another animal. To sum it up, bloodhounds are unbeatable when it comes to their noses. They are great for search and rescue and police tactical units. The next animal is the eagle. Eagles are large-sized fowl in the field of bird of prey. Much is known about their size, mentality, vision, and beak. Eagles are known to have the best sight among all the birds and even the best among animals. This enables them to see their targets from far away that other predators cannot cover with their naked eyes. They prefer to habitat in large fields where they can easily hunt and those places where there are tall structures to enable them to view their prey better. This enables them to be able to detect their prey from a few kilometers away. For instance, if it was a bald eagle, it would be able to identify a fish on the water surface while perched on a tree hundreds of feet above the water. Eagles are the kind of birds that display binocular vision and are characterized by forward-positioned eyes. This means that they are able to assess the distances leading to the objectives of their hunt aptly. The next animal is the dugong. The dugong is a marine mammal also known as sea cows. Dugong are not common and are found in coastal warm waters of East Africa to Australia. They have long tunneled lungs which run from their throat to the dorsal axis. It assists them in checking their flotation and in the process of exhaling and inhaling, and they are able to endure longer periods without breathing. They possess highly concentrated myoglobin within skeletal muscles containing oxygen to support essential body functions in extended diving. Dugongs have mechanisms that can reduce the rate of their heart beating to make the best out of the available oxygen. Thanks to the skill of remaining breathless for about 5 minutes, they can efficiently feed on seagrasses in shallow marine environments. The next animal is the dung beetles. The dung beetles are rather unique creatures of interest. Moonlight polarization has further been used by dung beetles. Polarized light is when the electric field of light waves vibrate in one plane only, either in a horizontal, vertical, or diagonal direction. However, polarized light is found to be present in these habitats, and the beetles have the ability to see the same with photoreceptors located in the eyes. This causes them to be more certain that they are moving in the right direction from the dung pile, given that they want to avoid competition as well as make sure that they have got enough supply of resources that will be used to bury and feed them later. Thus, such abilities as using moonlight and stars to orient themselves are indicative of a unique set of skills that insects can develop in response to certain environmental conditions. The next animal is the puma. The puma, which is also called mountain lion, is native to the Americas. Pumas presently exist in various environments like the forest, grasslands, higher altitude regions, and even the desert. This makes them great climbers and swimmers to allow it to move around the terrains. Similar to other cats, pumas have strong hind limbs which allow them to jump up to 18 feet vertically upwards when in a standing position. They are also capable of jumping vertically to great heights, which enables them to climb a steep cliff or possibly to launch on a prey from the Vados region. Pumas are also equally able to jump horizontally, and they have been known to cover distances of up to 40 feet within one leap. This splendid capability allows them to leap considerable distances in a short time, convenient for hunting or when moving across their terrain filled with mountains. The next animal is the bat. The bats are the only mammals which can fly for quite a long distance at a given period of time. The environment where bats gather may include forests, deserts, tropical savannas, grasslands, and even polluted urban habitats. Virtually all bats move and find food using some kind of biosonar system where they emit sound waves, often at frequencies beyond human hearing range, and listen for the echo reflected off the objects in their path. This enables them to perceive in the darkness of the night. Bats produce these ultrasonar sounds either from their mouth or nasal passage. These sounds can reach up to 100 kHz. Thus, by considering the time to arrival of echoes and the amplitude of those echoes, bats are able to form a tentative sound image of the environment with regard to their use of echolocation. The next animal is the shark. The sharks are fish that live in waters all over the world, and they are categorized in over 500 species. The shark is found in all the seas of the world, in tropical, temperate, and in Arctic and Antarctic waters. They are highly sensitive and are known for their features such as good sense of smell and the ability to perceive electrical fields of other living organisms. Apart from their sense of sight and hearing, sharks have a special sense of touch called electroreception that can identify even very low electric fields produced by other living creatures. Muscle contractions and nerve firings are the main sources of weak electrical signals from living organisms. The most known use of electroreception is the ability of sharks to detect their prey through sensing the electrical fields in water. They use it to detect objects such as prey in cloudy water or when the target is out of sight. The next animal is the cephalopods. The cephalopods are incredibly interesting creatures that are inhabitants of the seas. Squids, octopuses, and cuttlefish are among some of the most advanced cephalopods that are characteristically rapid swimmers in water by utilizing a method that is called jet propulsion. In cephalopods, there is an external hod that is referred to as the mantle. The clicking sound is produced as the mantle either expands or contracts. When the mantle contracts, the pressure in the mantle cavity falls. This pressure decrease forces water into an internal chamber called the mantle cavity through a structure called the funnel, which is positioned at the base of the mantle. Then, during the contraction of the mantle muscles, the water is expelled through the funnel with a lot of force. During the ejection of water through the funnel or pouch, the water pushes the cephalopod backward and propels it forward in the water. Depending on the angle and force when the water is expelled, it would be possible to maneuver and control the speed at which it is moving. The next animal is the hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are very intriguing birds that are quite small, are incredibly delicate, and sport beautiful feathers that shimmer in the light. Hummingbirds are exceptional flyers. These birds are capable of flying while maintaining a stationary position through stiff wing flapping that creates the figure-8 flight mode that aids it in picking flowers with rich nectar while soaring over other flowers with less nectar. Amazingly, and as observed from various sources, hummingbirds have wings that can be flexed at the shoulder joint to about 180 degrees. They can produce lift during both the upward and during the downward sweep. It also allows them to idle, move in reverse, or fly with the upside-down orientation while demonstrating impressive maneuverability. Hummingbirds have fast flying speeds, which reach 54 to 88 wing beats per second. The next animal is the cheetah. The cheetah is a big cat belonging to various African states and some parts of Iran. Cheetahs are considered as the fastest living beings on the earth, and they can achieve a speed of 60 to 70 km/h for a distance of at least 500 meters. A number of features play a role in making the cheetah to be fast. From these animals, one can deduce that they have long legs, are light-framed, have a flexible spine, and their nostrils are broad for breathing well. They also have non-retractable claws which give them a greater grip. Besides, these cats possess a unique specialized structure of part of the auditory system, which enables them to balance and stabilize vision when running at high speed. Their rapid acceleration and agility were made for hunting and thus were mainly applied as the means to rapidly catch up to the target and then use a burst of speed to incapacitate it. It will need a break afterwards so as to regain their energies.